Hey guys, welcome back to No Kitchen Name. It's me, Ella. Today I wanted to hop on here and share with you all the things I'm making this week. So again, it's not a lot. However, I did get accepted to that big 4th of July market again. I just got my email about it yesterday. And so now I gotta go full on prep mode. I have 59 days to prepare for it. And last year it was the first market I did that ended up being really big. And it's the first market I ever did where I almost sold out of everything that I took. I normally take a lot of overstock to my market, so as stuff sells, I can put more stuff on the table. And at that particular one, everything I had was on the table, and it kept getting moved closer and closer to the end of the table because everything kept getting emptied out. And it was amazing and crazy. I mean, Devin was freaking out because we weren't expecting it. Up until then, I just had little markets. That was the first big one. I made like $1,200 at it, which was the first big amount of money I've ever made at something like that. So this year I'm going to try to plan a little bit better and take more stuff with me. So anyways, so starting today, I'm going to start prepping. So I got to go through my inventory and make like a list of things that I need to make more of, so I can have like a good little quantity of things to take to this big market. But anyways, all that aside, let's get into this stuff. So I'll have all the patterns linked below. Some are free, some are paid for. Actually, I think only one's paid for. And also made 2 things this week that I'm not going to share yet. I'm not going to share it until the person who ordered it gets it, because they watched my video and I want it to be, like a surprise for them. But anyways, yeah, so let's get into it. So first, I've been doing Crochet, which is kind of like a video every day in May type thing. And so I share stuff on there, so if you watch those videos, you would have already seen all of these things. But if you don't, they're new to you. But we'll just start with the Diddy Dexes. I've been making a lot of Diddy Dex dragons recently. It is pay for pattern on Etsy by Jody's Yarn, because they sell really well for me. I started making them because I seen Crafty Kate make them. She has a YouTube channel, and I thought they were cute, so I went and bought the pattern. And then the last few markets I did, they sold really well at those. I've also sold some to people who watch my channel, and I've sold some to people in my real life, my local life. So yeah, so I did make this big jumbo one out of this variegated yarn that I was gifted fairly recently, and I didn't know what kind of yarn it was. It didn't have like a ball band or anything, but it's kind of thicker. It's like somewhere between a 6 and a 7. It didn't work up quite as big as the size 7s, but it worked up bigger than like burnout blanket. So it's kind of in between 6 and 7. I think it worked up really cute. And then I just used burnout blanket for the wings. I held it double for the wings, and then I just held it normal for the little horn thingies. But it's so cute. So this one is smaller than burnout blanket extra ones that I make, but obviously it's bigger than the perfect chunky ones, so it's going to be kind of in the middle. So I sell my perfect chunky ones for $16, and I've never had anyone like question that. And the big jumbo ones I sell for $30, so I'll probably put like $25 on this one because he is smaller than the big jumbo ones, and we'll see. But it's so cute. I love this pattern. This pattern, the only part is stuffed is the head. The rest of it's kind of like a lovey. But kids seem to love that. The last few markets I did, they just sell really well to kids. So there's the first one. And then the 2 that I can't show you are also Diddy Dexes. I made them as like a custom order for my yarny friend Kaylee's children. So they're on their way to her, but she lives across the pond from me. So I don't know how long it's going to take to get there, but I don't want to show them on here until she gets them and her kids get them, and then I'll show them. But then the other 2 little Diddy Dexes I made are made out of perfect chunky. So this is the little size. This is the size that I sell for $16. So I made this one a couple days ago, and I made this one yesterday. It doesn't have eyes yet. I gotta embroider them. So they're just inverted colors. This is classic blue and blue in perfect chunky. I love perfect chunky. So this one's ready to be inventoried. This one needs eyes, so he needs to come back over here. So I did make 5 of those. It's just 2 of them are in the box, hopefully heading across the Atlantic right now. I hope it doesn't take forever to get there. Sometimes sending things that far, it takes forever to leave, like the American port. I don't know why it does that. This one went north, though, I'm pretty sure. Usually the ones that go south and go through Florida are the ones that take forever to leave. But I think this one went north, so maybe north is better. Who knows? But, okay, now some little random things. Last week I was kind of feeling like I lost my chromo. So I was just kind of making random little things. So I did make one elephant. I think I showed that last week in my what I'm making. But then I made another one. So this is a free Instagram pattern by Nooks Hooks. I love this pattern, and every time I make it, it sells. So I think it's so cute. The only thing I do different is the tail. The pattern has you do it at the last round, and then you close up the hole. But I just reattach it because I like the tail to be a little bit higher up than right here. So, but it's so cute, the little elephant. So I do have 2 of these for my inventory, but I made one last week and one after that. So one of those. And then I made a Grogu, Baby Yoda. This is also a free Instagram pattern. I want to make a few more of these. This is, oh, these are both made out of just Chanel. So, just made him. Let's see here. This is by Naughty Bubbles on Instagram. It's really cute. The only thing I do different on this one is instead of making the ears and sewing them on, I crochet them on. I do the exact same thing that the pattern says. I just attach my yarn to the head first, and then I chain up, and then I do it instead of making them and sewing them on. Now that I've learned how to do stuff like that in the past like year, I try to do that any chance I get. I crochet things on any chance I get because it just makes it easier. But I think he's so cute. So I did make one of those, and I do want to make a few more of those. Then I was also, like, I was making just one random thing of each thing last week because I was trying to, like, spark creativity. So, and then I made this little penguin, which I also want to make more penguins because penguins usually do pretty well for me too. This is a free Instagram pattern by In the Crochet Cupboard. This one turned out really cute. A lot of times the white part is all messed up. That could be me, but this one I didn't have to, like, fix, so I like this pattern. It's got little wings that are crocheted on. It's just so cute. Cute little penguin. I think this would also be cute in, like, other colors, like 2 shades of pink or blue or whatever. It's just so cute. The penguin. Then I made a little tiny stingray, manta ray, whatever this thing's called. This is also an Instagram pattern. I like it a lot of my patterns for Instagram. So this is called Stingray by, this is the one I don't know how to say, Chesdo Cotton. I think is how you say it. This is one that I'm thinking about putting in a mystery box because I want to try mystery boxes. Woo! I got little mini axolotls that I showed last week that I'm going to put in them, and I thought I might put some of these in them. And then I don't know, I gotta find some other little patterns like this and a couple stickers in a little box. I like it. It's cute. This is made with Perfect Chunky. And then when I had the blue out making those Digexes and axolotls that I'm going to show you in just a minute, I found this pattern on YouTube. It's for YouTube tutorial, and it's called Bluey and Bingo by Sweet Softies. And it's a little bluey dog. She's so cute. I do want to add some white around the eyes. I haven't done that yet. It's really cute, but all the limbs are sewed on except the ears. They're crocheted on. I think that I can't remember if the pattern had them crocheted on or not, but the muzzle, the arms, the legs, and the tail are all sewn on. And the particular day that I was making this, I was feeling really rough, so that might have made the experience a little bit less enjoyable, but it turned out so sweet. I just love it. I want to make Bingo, but I don't have enough of the light brown. I have plenty of dark brown. I don't have light brown, so I just got the one bluey. But maybe in the future. I wrote the pattern down as I was making it, so it's saved on my phone, so I can just pull it up and make it whenever I want. I'll make more of these, I'm sure, because Bluey is a very popular cartoon. If you don't know, it's an Australian cartoon about a little dog family. They're blue heelers, and it's 2 little sisters, the mom and dad, and then all their little dog friends, and it's just so sweet. And if you're a parent, it almost always makes you cry because it's just such nice little life lessons, you know. And my kids love it, and like every kid loves it, and I love it because it's not super overstimulating for kids, you know, like some shows are. But it's just so cute. I just love Bluey. She's so cute. And then the last thing I made was some axolotls. I usually have a lot of axolotls on hand, and because I ran out of Perfect Chunky yarn recently, I quit making them because I like making my Perfect Chunky. So I did order a little bit of Perfect Chunky, and I'm hoping to order more soon. But so anyways, I made the two-tone blues. This one needs a face. So I just made this. This is also a free Instagram pattern. I know I say that all the time. And it is by Dolls and Stuffies. I love this pattern. It's called a leggy octopus, or octopus. Leggy axolotl, because it's got the little leggy legs. I love it. This has just been my favorite one that I made because of the size. A lot of them come out like half the size of this. The ones that are like super viral and everybody's making them. And I see them at markets every time I'm shopping at a market. I see a bunch of them ones this size. But I like this size. I think this is a good size for kids to play with. And I just love Perfect Chunky. Perfect Chunky is one of my favorite yarns at the moment. I wish that you could buy it like in stores. I think you can up in Wisconsin. I keep seeing an ad on YouTube for the Herscher's outlet in Wisconsin. And I keep thinking, how far away is that? Is that worth the drive? And it's a really long drive. But if I ever get to go up in that area, you better bet I'm going to go into that store. But cute little axolotl. And then I saw another post about a place that is in Washington State that sells Perfectly Chunky and other, all kinds of yarns in store. And I was like, because I really want to go to Washington area anyways, because I'm a big fan of Twilight, and I'd like to go like up in that area and see all the places up there. And if I'm up already way that far over there, because it's really far away from us. I mean, we're on almost the East Coast, and it's all the way over on the West Coast. If I'm over there, I might as well just make the extra drive and go to that yarn store. is always what I'm thinking. But anyways, that's all I made today. Or not today. I wish I could make this much stuff a day. That's all I made this week. I made some dragons, and I made a bluey, and a little tiny stingray, and a little tiny penguin, which is adorable, and a little tiny grogu, and a little tiny elephant. Aren't they cute? Look at them. A couple of them need faces, and blue needs eye details, but those will get done eventually. I'm not worried about it. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, I gotta start market prepping. I gotta get serious about it, you know. Put blue there, because I gotta put a face in her. That needs a face. That needs a face. Right, the rest of these are 100% done, ready to get labeled, inventoried, and put in one of my little inventory bags. Oops. So, I gotta sit down and do that. I'm gonna make a list. Like, I know I need more axolotls. I want to make more Diddy Dexes. I want to make more Grogus, penguins, elephants, stingrays. Pretty much more of everything that I already made. I want to make a few more T-Rexes, the bigger ones. I want to, maybe, I got 2 of the Splootin Triceratops. I might make another 1 or 2 of those. What else can I make that sells really well? I got snakes, but maybe make a few more snakes. I got turtles. I got jumbo turtles in my inventory, but I need to make some more smaller ones, like the tofu turtles and stuff. And I got all kinds of just Chanel yarn that was gifted to me. It's like over there and over there. It's a lot. It's a lot of yarn. So I want to try to make as much as I can out of that, because I need to use it up. You know, I don't want to just hold on to it forever. I'm trying to think. Oh, more mini spiders, because those always do really good for me. I think I have 2 jumbo spiders, so I might make a couple more of those. I don't know. That's why I need to sit down and make a list, because I need to make my list, and because I have 59 days to like plan it out. That's the way I like to do it. Anyways, I did go to my fabric store, and I found more of this print. I bought 4 yards of it. It's not a good way to show it here. This side. So this is enough to make 8 tote bags. So if you missed this print in my shop update and you are interested, there is a little gnat or something right in front of my face. If you want a tote bag made with this granny square fabric, let me know. I did, who was it? Jackie, if you're watching this, right after I emailed you and said that I didn't have any more of this print, I found a little scrap of it that is enough to make a notions pouch. So I'm going to set that aside to make you a notions pouch with, because I remember you said that. And then I should have some left over after I cut this up. Might be able to make, I'll have to wait and see. Because she did actually, I ordered 4 yarns of it. 4 yards of it, and the piece that was on the bolt, like it was a full bolt, and then around it was like a leftover piece. You know the way they do that? That leftover piece was a little over 4 yards. It was like 4 yards and this much, so I got like this much free. So after I cut all the totes out, I'll have a little bit of fabric and then this much left that I could probably make notion pouches with. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's just taking me a minute to get there. But so if you are interested in this print of fabric, it's so pretty. I wish I could find the same print but with a white background. Joann's used to have it, but Joann's is gone. So I'm sure I could salute on the internet, but the problem with ordering stuff off the internet, especially stuff to make things to sell, is all the prices are higher. So either my profit margin would drop or I'd have to charge a higher price, you know. But it's so cute. So I got that yesterday, and I got the stuff to make handles with. So I'm all ready to make more totes if you're interested. And speaking of bags, there are just a couple bags left in the shop. A few. So there's this cute Mickey Mouse and Friends. Each of these totes have pockets on the front. They got snaps that close them up here at the top. So this has got Mickey Mouse and Friends on it. There's one with foxes. It's a pretty blue color with foxes. And then there's one that is Jack Skellington. There's pockets here. It's just hard to see because this print is so crazy. Right there. And then that's all the totes that are in the shop right now. And then there's also a few drawstring bags. There's a cute paisley one. And then this like retro. This reminds me of like the 60s and 70s colors. And then this really cute clothespin one. So that's all that's in the shop right now. I'm going to make these bags probably this weekend. I'm going to work on these bags. I thought about trying to make some more drawstring bags. I just got to dig around in my stash and see. I'm trying to make up as much bags as I can before my surgery. And they keep not calling me, so I'm just going to keep making things until they do call me. And then I'm also making a bunch of stitch markers. I got a lot of beads. I've been accumulating slowly over time. So I'm going to sit down probably towards the end of this month and make a whole bunch of stitch markers. I bought some more of the little lever backs yesterday when I was buying these. So I'm going to sit down when I get time and just make a whole bunch of stitch markers and put them in the shop. I got some really cute beads. I'm excited. I like making stitch markers. It's a lot of fun. And I could sit here at my table with my computer and watch YouTube videos of other crocheters and just make stitch markers and be a happy little person. So I'm going to be doing that soon. Unless I do that after my surgery, then I might be doing that on the couch. But either way, I'll sit around and make stitch markers and put them in the shop. So if you want a tote bag with this granny print, let me know. And I guess that's it. I've just been chatting a lot. I got to go work on my list of things to make for that market. And I got to work on some things that we're doing here soon. Let's see. Next week I'm going somewhere real exciting. I can't wait to go. And then the week after that, we're going on a little weekend trip. And I'm looking real forward to that too. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, so I'll talk about those things when they come. But I cannot wait for the thing next week. I'm so excited about it. I'm hopefully going to get to meet someone that I've loved, and you know, I love this person, an actor, this actress, since I was a kid. So I'm looking so forward to it, and I can't wait to go. I hope I get to meet her. Like a meet and greet type thing. I don't know. But I will try to vlog that as much as I can. I don't know if they have rules about filming and stuff inside of places like that, because I've never been to a place like that. But anyways, I'm gonna hop off here and start that list. I gotta figure out what I need to make over the next few weeks. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in another video, and hopefully I will have a little bit more interesting things. I feel like I've been making a lot of dragons. I hope you guys aren't getting bored of dragons. But they sell well, so I'm gonna make a lot of them. You know, it makes sense. But anyways, I'm gonna hop off here and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye guys.